Okay, so I'll reiterate what I just said since I did not hit record, is that this is week 4 of Mr. Hayden Biology. What I'm going to do is I sent out to you guys a sheet. It's an ecology worksheet. Some of the information you'll gather from the PowerPoint that I'm showing you guys now. But what we're going to do is, we'll go about 15 minutes or so. We'll go through the PowerPoint, explain the best I can. The people in person, they'll be going over the same stuff. But we're also going to be doing an activity in person. Unfortunately, the activity cannot translate through the internet because you have to be in person for it. So make sure you turn in the worksheet for credit. Make sure your name is on it, and you'll get credit for coming to the session. So we'll go ahead and get going. All right? So, people in person, how are you doing? Good. Glad that everyone's so excited and they just yelled out stuff. Okay, I'm Mr. Hayden. For you who don't know me, I'm your teacher, I think. Wait. I think so. I'm not sure yet.
Why would we be here if you aren't our teacher?
I don't know. I guess that's just the question. All right, so this is week 4. So what I did is I looked at what you guys are learning. You learned about evolution. You're learning about like population changes and all that stuff. And then you kind of get a little bit of ecology, and then you kind of like jump into like taxonomy and like body systems and all of those. You actually don't really get to like focus really on not a lot on like ecology. And when I taught this at the regular school that I used to teach, I used to actually spend more time teaching ecology than I taught anything else because I love ecology. So I went ahead and said, we're going to do an activity. We're going to do this. It'll kind of mesh a little bit what I'm talking about now. It'll kind of give you a little preview of what you're going to be learning in the next few weeks. But the activity, I hope you like it. So biology next. By the way, if you have any questions, don't worry about this. Maybe borrow this slide. All right, and this Miller's one who created this one again for credit. Good for her. It was really pretty, so like I have to use it. This thing to make it better I can make. All right, so we're going to talk about food chains and food web. Does anyone here in this room or on the internet know what a food chain might be? And you can't use it. Okay? So you don't say it's a chain you can eat. Okay. Making sure you don't say it. If we say that, we're going to laugh, and it'll be funny, and then, what do you think? Get him first, and then second, and third.
It's like a chain of events where one animal gets eaten by another and
Okay, I would say that's the framework of it. Can you add to that? Animal. Can anyone have any other cool terms you might know? In 6th grade? 7th grade? I think it's pretty much it. No? Alright. Cool. You're right. You're not wrong at all, but you could add more. Hopefully at the end when you look at it, you're able to add more. Okay. Next. Good job, Ms. Miller. Alright. So what is the food chain? The food chain is a path in which energy. Not just an animal eating another animal, eating another animal, eating another animal, eating another animal, and energy passes through you. So example. Did you eat something this morning? What did you eat? You ate plants. You ate meat, probably. You ate probably an egg, so therefore you ate part of the chicken. Okay? You ate water, which is not quite. But you ate these things. You don't realize it, but you actually ate animals, parts of animals, and plants. That's what you ate. We say bagel because that's awesome. But you really didn't eat a bagel. You took the energy. Literally, that chicken, that little baby egg. The little baby egg did nothing to anyone else. It's unfertilized probably, so it's cool. But it was just an egg. And you basically, the energy inside the yolk, or inside the white, the yolk, but what's it called? Egg white. The white part of the egg, yeah, thank you, the egg white. Basically the animal eats that to help grow inside the egg. You basically jacked that from that animal. You stole it. And you use it for your body, okay? And the wheat and all that stuff. Now, if you follow the food chain, but the wheat got its energy from what do you think energy it got from? The wheat. Son, come on. You're an idiot, Mr. Hayden. Son. So what you did is that plant got 100% of the energy from the sun. When you ate that, you received 10% of the energy from the sun by eating that. You didn't get 100%. 90% of it was used by the plant part of the plant. You only got 10%. So as we go through this, you'll start to see something. And I always say be closer to the ground. That doesn't mean sitting on the ground and eating, even though that's fun. Okay, that isn't what I mean. I mean, wherever the energy is coming into the ecosystem, that's where you want to eat. That's what you want to eat. More plants, more vegetables, more fruit, things like that are better for you than eating steak all the time. Even though steak's amazing. Let's not really get past that, right? Let's just not overshadow that. I had one last night, porterhouse, beautiful. Thanks. Food chain. Now this is what I wanted you to add to your wordage. Okay? You said animal, even another animal, another animal. Okay? But what you could say is producers creating the energy, the consumers then consuming the producers, and another consumer is another consumer, whatever that is. That can go on almost forever. And eventually, there's an end stop. It's called death. And that's when you stop doing that. Okay? Then another system comes in and takes over that. We'll go over that later. So, the main ones, producers, consumers, and then the last one's decomposers. What's a producer? I don't know. What do producers do you think do? It's in the word. Get urges off of it. Produce. They produce what? What are we talking about here? Food, but what are we talking about specifically? Energy. Producers produce energy. They use certain chemical reactions, photosynthesis, we're not going to get into that yet, but they use that to take the energy from the sun and basically rip apart molecules of water and carbon dioxide. It creates basically glucose or carbohydrates for yourself and oxygen. They help you breathe, they help you stay alive. Plants are good at this. Go let me true. Consumers, what's a consumer? What do you think they do? Finally, get rid of the herbs and you got it. They consume what? Food. That's how they get their energy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be awesome if I was just like green and I just like walk out because that's the cold class and I walk outside and I'm like, I'm full, I'm gonna go to sleep now. I don't do that. I can't just stand outside and eat. Plants do that. They just wake up, yeah, I'm hungry. That's good. Okay, you have to eat that. You have to actually consume them. That's what gets the name. Now, decomposers. Thank you very much. Very high level thinking in the room right now. They decompose. I like it. And what they do is they actually consume anything that's dead. Dead composers. Now, people. They eat the dead. We need that. We need decomposers, or if not, we have a bunch of just dead things laying around. Just sitting around, just like not alive, just sitting over like, look, on the ground. We don't want that. So decomposers actually, from the outside attack as well as inside your body, believe it or not, you have decomposers already in there, like bacteria and stuff, that stay in check because your body does that. Well, as soon as you are not around, it actually starts to decompose within too. And you go away. You become ashes. That's the concept. So then you become part of the soil again because all of everything you're made up of is like 14 elements. Your body will break you down into 14 elements again and disperse the energy and when it's up, other things you're needed. This is right. Next. Start talking about that. Guys, it's really fascinating. Okay, so producers, we know this. Make their own food. Green plants use energy from the sun to make food. Reason why they are green. Does anyone know why plants are green? I'm going to go here since you had your hand up before and you answered all the questions. What he said. What he said? Oh, maybe I didn't hear. No, cool. So you're going with what he said. Are you agree with it? What did you say? Chlorophyll. Okay, or class, whatever you want to say. I mean, I know it's green, but anyone know why the plant is actually green? Because of photosynthesis within those forms, but why is it actually green?
It's like the sun rays that pick up green.
Okay, sun rays pick up green the most. But you're thinking in the right direction. You said the sun rays.
Because plants absorb blue and red light and they don't absorb green.
They absorb every color but
Green.
so guess what? They reflect. And they actually say like, green, get at it. And it reflects back to your eye, and that's why you see green. Technically, a plant is every color but green. It absorbs every color but green, technically. Think about that. Anytime a plant is say yellow, because there's yellow plants out there, they absorb every color of yellow. And they reflect yellow back to your eye, and that's why they look yellow. The only reason you are part of a purple shirt on right now, because it's absorbing every color but purple, or a combination of a purple, and then it literally swings. It goes hitting it, and then it's reflecting back and hitting me straight in the eye. And that's the reason why it looks the way it does. Just that way. Make sure you guys understand the concept of color. There you go. There you go. Next. Producers are at the bottom, by the way. Producers are at the bottom. Consumers, they hunt, they gather, they store food because they cannot make their own food. Hunt. Store. Like hoard it, like hide in the ground and stuff. It's store. Okay. It's 9 o'clock. Who's on your thing? Where were you? Like, oh, that bad teacher. Yeah, but I tried it. Next. If you don't quite get it, it's fine. Don't stress out if you need to. I'm going to push out the PowerPoint and this Miller made for us. How nice is she? And I can borrow this from someone else. I can't remember their name. So today we can thank you. So we have 3 types of consumers.
Herbivores eat plants, carnivores eat meat, and omnivores
Eat? What do they eat? Actually, I should say, what do you eat?
food.
What do you eat? Plants?
Yes,
Do you eat animals?
yes.
You're omnivore. You eat both. You are lucky. You eat both. Some animals will only eat plants. Typically flat peas. Typically the ones that have their necks towards the ground, they're eating grass. That's them. Then there's the carnivores, typically. These teeth here are larger. Canine teeth are larger just for ripping flesh. Molars to break it down. Stomachs are made differently to break down things. You guys are lucky. You both get canine teeth and you have the flat teeth. How lucky are you? You guys are really, really, really well made animals. You eat anything. You're an animal. We'll go from home and family, but you're an animal. Yes. Okay. Come on, buddy. Okay. Cruise on in. Come right back in here, right, buddy? All right, next. All right, herbivores, we know this. Boom, done. Herbivores eat stuff. Go. Now, we already went over this. Oh, we're good. We're good. We went over all this. Omnivores. Okay, cool. Okay, decomposers. They're microscopic, which means smaller than a microscope you use with your own eyes, typically. You guys got that? Typically. Not always. Typically. There's other decomposers out there that are bigger. Typically, in plant tank forms or small plants, things like that. No, there's a thing. That's actually a good question. Turkey vultures, or vultures in general, are not decomposers. They're consumers of dead things, and they're scavengers. They don't hunt. They don't kill it. They literally, like, explode. They go, that's dead. I better eat that before those decomposers do. When they fly down and they eat it, and then they'll eat a lot of stuff, and then they leave the rest of the decomposers. Bam! Yeah, they'll leave bones, stuff like that, and they'll leave whatever else is behind. But they can eat them because it'll take a long time to break things down. But other animals, scavengers, and by the way, they're not the only scavengers. Yeah. Okay, I mean, coyotes eat something, whatever's around, as long as it's pretty fresh. Vultures eat like, it's kind of there, I think. What was that? Ooh, they'll eat that, because their stomachs are made to take in all of that decomposing bacteria and not just it. You do it, you're in the hospital. You're going to throw it up. Your body can't handle that. They can handle it. They have, in part of the evolution we talked about, they've evolved over time to be able to take that in. Other animals not. Next. Okay, food chain, what's at the top? I am the sun. Okay, you guys got that song? That's what I know. Look it up. Those are some songs for kids, young rock out there. All right, they go to plants. Plants go to basically single or first level consumers, typically smaller animals. They could be insects. They could be small, like rodents and things like that. Then the rodents too. Obviously, all the rodents get eaten by what? What is a rat get eaten by? Owl. Owl. Let's go owl. So, get eaten by an owl. Then what's the owl get eaten by? Maybe. That's what you got to think about. They're up the tree, kind of down the ground. Guess what? They're the highest level consumer of their little ecosystem. So, no need it. Down the road, decompose it a little bit. Okay. Next. Types of food chain: aquatic, water-related, terrestrial. Okay, terrestrial just means land. Extraterrestrial means not of this land or good guy right there. Great teacher. Great teacher. I agree. Okay, so water, aquatic, whatever, terrestrial, land-based, boom. Pretty straightforward. And by the way, with this aquatic, you don't have to write down water-related food chains. Some sea plants and animals. You just write down the water food system or something like that. Like, you don't have to write all of that if you don't want to. If you guys understand the concept of what a food chain is now, so you don't have to rewrite the definition of a food chain again. Quicker, faster notes, shorthand. But next. By the way, if you don't get it all written down, no stressing. I can always send this PowerPoint out to you if you guys need it. Predator, prey. You guys know what a predator is? Hunt, maim, kill, eat. Anything. Are you a hunter? Are you a hunter? Are you a predator? No, you guys hear predators?
Yeah, maybe.
You hunt your food. No, it doesn't count, by the way, if you're at the grocery store, you're all, oh, I'm going to get the meat in the produce section. The body section. It doesn't count, all right? Yeah, we're not predators, all right? We kind of went out of that role. We don't do that anymore. We're not to do that. We're lazy predators because we're human. We're lazy humans.
Store.
What's a store? A store.
Store.
What's a sport? Oh, if you go for sports and you don't eat it, technically you're not predator. Just killing things for fun, bad idea. I'll be straight to. This is Mr. Hayes' opinion. Only his opinion, not the opinion of the Southern California Athletic Academy. Killing just to kill is idiotic. You're going to kill it, eat it. If you kill a bug, I expect you to take it off your shoe and I expect you to eat it.
Ew.
I expect it.
Well,
I know a good way of describing that.
What?
A hawk is flying around and is looking on the ground for a rabbit to eat and that's the prey.
That is prey. Prey is the one that is the bad end of the stick. Now, this is the question. If an animal comes down, is about to grab it but gets away, is that animal prey?
No.
Nope, you have to get caught. Okay, that gets to be captured and eaten. So it's like just an animal, and then until it gets captured and eaten, then it's considered prey. Next. Are you prey?
Yeah.
You better have it on the savannah. I mean, Africa, you prey real quick. You be praying real quick. Yeah, did that? Praying, like praying. Like obviously we're talking about food systems. Hello, P-R-E-Y. Pray to be in trouble.
I was gonna say we as humans we're predators to everything, but we're not really prey to anything.
Here we go. I want you to go outside and pet the tiger. That's super hungry.
I mean, if you don't bother them, they won't bother you.
I want you to go outside and pet the tiger. That's super hungry. Take a break. You don't realize it because you see it in zoos and things like that. But these animals, if they're hungry, a bear, if it is hungry, will kill you each. Bottom line. I don't care how nice you are to it and how I'm feeling leave it alone and walk away. It's gonna jump on your back as you're walking away.
When you go off and grab a hive and give it to a full honey.
Good luck. But in general, guys, just in general, we don't think of this because we're humans. We're better than all those animals, right? Hate to break it to you, you get a pack of wolves in front of you, you're not on top of the food chain all of a sudden. You become, what's going to be happening is going to become prey. So, I'm just saying, just realize that. Because it was funny, you see some probation kids and stuff, I just call my gun and shoot him. And I'm like, you just carry a gun just walking around. So I know it, well, where are you going to get it? Like, oh, well, I'll make a bow and arrow. I'm like, you don't make a bow and arrow, huh? How? What kind of wood do you need? It needs to be flexible, but it can't be too rigid. What kind of string do you need about it? Like, well, I'll just, stop. Yeah, you get easy. It's cool. I can do totally fine. You can get it, all right? Good. Well, stay. Hang on. Next. By the way, food web, just so you know, is that when you're going to see it today in class, online, you'll be able to write about it. You're going to see a bunch of different food chains. You get a bunch of different food chains kind of happen in the same area. They overlap each other. Basically create the web. You're going to see that today. Next. So ecology, go ahead. We're going to go a little faster through this area. So ecology is basically not just organisms, but how they interact with their environment. Okay, so a lizard, its ecosystem is where? It's also its biome. Deserts. Okay? You take it, I'm saying you take that snake, but you can also have snakes in a rainforest. You have snakes all over the place, but if you take a snake from the rainforest and you put it in the desert, it's going to die. It is not going to live because it is not adapted because of different evolutionary processes to survive in that ecosystem. Next. Okay, so we call it the interaction of the place that they basically live in their environment. So ecology is if you step outside, you sit down on the ground. I think some people in this class are either doing special credit or an honor project, so maybe just looking in the direction of the person that might be doing it. But they're going to do an ecology type of honor type project. They came to me, I'm going to do an honor project, come to me, and the student came to me and said, what are you doing? I said, honestly, what I want you to do is I want you to go sit outside in the grass for like half an hour a day or so. What? Okay, honor project. Who's sitting there? I want you to observe. No one ever does that anymore. When's the last time you actually stared at a tree and watched the wind blow through the tree and watched the leaves go? Honestly, right? I looked at the bush in my backyard too, because there was a leaf. But in general, no one does it anymore. No one just stops and just looks at everything around you.
I just used to break the snow fall off the tree.
Yeah, I just watch the snowball. No, but in general, no one does that, right? Even myself, I just stop myself sometimes saying, you know, it stops. I like the environment, but I stop, look outside. Sit down and watch the trees move. Listen to the wind. Okay? Listen to the little bee coming in. No one ever sees the bee flying. You don't ever pay attention. Okay? That's ecology. That's interacting with the environment. You're actually observing. No one ever does that anymore because you're too busy. Sit there each second of the day like, well, I better check my Insta Facebook gram space.
Wait.
Insta Facebook gram space. That's one website. Next. Okay, habitat and niche. We talked about niche, I believe, a little bit. We'll talk about it quick. Habitat is the environment that obviously where you live. So if it's a tree that lives in your backyard, the place you're sitting on the ground, right? So that's the environment, so that's the habitat. Typically, as a human, we ruin all that. So, then niche. A niche is basically a job that it does. We know it says it is an organism's total way of life, but what it is its job. What does it do? What does a bee do? Bee things. Next. What else do you think of? Collect pollen. Thank you. It pollinates. And the same thing, it also gets honey. Cool for it, right? Symbiotic relationship. That's what it does. You take away the tree or you take away the bush, they go find another one. And there's another bee with that big bush, they fight. Bigger, stronger, faster, one wins, the other one dies off. Genetics is stronger, regardless. Niche, next. Hey, look at this. Non-living environment. Okay, so two factors we're going to learn about the other one. Abiotic and biotic. Here's a rule of thumb. Abiotic is non-living, biotic is living. Non-living, or non-living, living. Non-living, living. Perfect. Got it? Good, got it. The A means something. Not living for the biotic. So what it is if something environment that's not living, is there water? Is there waves coming in? Is there rocks? Is there lightning all the time? Is there windstorms? Is there dust storms? All this stuff. Anything that's not alive that can affect the way you live is abiotic. Anything. Wow, it's really freezing cold outside. Abiotic factor. Wow, there's a killer bee out there that's probably going to kill me if I go outside. That's a biotic factor that can hurt you. Anything that affects you. You got to think about it. It's alive. Yeah, it's biotic. If it's not alive, not wind, sun. That's abiotic. All you're going to do. Next. Biotic, again, is anything living that directly affects you. If you had to eat anything for the rest of your life, anything for the rest of your life, what would you eat? Bam! What would you eat? If one thing you eat the rest of your life, favorite thing to eat, basically is what I'm saying. 3, 2. That sounds good. Think about it. Okay, I'll come back to you, Bill. Okay, think about what your favorite food is. Food, what is it? Weird, but that's way cool. I have some almonds. I know I don't have any almonds today. But that's awesome. Almonds are good. First person to get almonds. Nice. I like it. Healthy. Everyone's like, pizza, burrito. That's what everyone says. They piece it out. Candy.
Yeah.
All right, that works.
Shrimp.
Shrimp. Fish.
I'm going to say maybe we're talking about probably a chicken.
Chicken. Live chicken. It's easy. I like it.
No.
Vegetables? All right. Then you would really choose vegetables for us. You're like,
I don't want to die, but we're on it.
I like your style. I like your style. It's fresh. It's got all the stuff there. I like it. Favorite food? Meat? Food. Meat. I like it. Fruit? Yeah, food. Unless you're really eating a red robin. Like one flying around. Isn't that kind of food? I don't know. You want to drink with water? All right. Think about what your food is.
Yeah.
Think about it. That is your job. That is your job to eat that food. That's all it is. That's your job. Right? When I roll in, and I go, dude, I'm starting, and you're the only one who fish. And you're the only one who eats it. There's only enough for you. That's it. So I roll in and I go, hey, I'm starting some fish today. What do you eat? Exactly. That's exactly what's happening. Literally. And then he goes, I'm kidding. No, it doesn't happen. We would find out. In real life environments, who is going to survive? That's what happens with food. Anything that's limited resource. You don't learn that what's called limiting resources, limiting factors of stuff, of population. Food. Girls of the species. Honestly, that's what it is. There's 10 girls, 50 guys. Only 10 guys are probably going to have babies. Other 40, fight. They figure out who can. They get killed, or they say kick off, move on. Their genetics don't get moved on. Literally, don't get moved on because they're too weak for God like that. So the whole population in the whole will progress in a better direction in theory based on organism and Darwin. You're going to fight. That's what it is. You fight for niches. Next. By the way, here's a biotic factor, just so you know. Where it has a little nose that's sticking out, it's not a nose, it's a little like an angular fish or something. Yeah. And it has like a little photocell, that's a biological photocell that like lights up, and the fish goes, what is that? And it's like Finding Nemo. I have to remember. That's what happens. Yeah. And then you go, oh, what's that? Oh, rah! And you know, it's a biotic factor that affects them. Next. Okay, antibiotics, tornado, got it. Next. Going fast now, waves, ocean rocks, next. Wow, there's 2 people left. Good for them. And this one I have no idea. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording now. You guys go ahead and finish the paper I sent out to y'all. Go ahead and turn it into the Dropbox for full credit. Have a good day, and go hug a tree.